Everyone on TikTok knows that the TikTok ban has nothing to do with China. It's all about Israel. Been talking to a lot of people involved with the bill on Twitter Spaces, and there's one thing they all have in common. They're not on TikTok. And if they were, they would know that it's not China hashtags that are getting censored. It's Israel hashtags. And I accidentally proved this yesterday when I posted this video about how AIPAC is sponsoring the TikTok ban bill, and I hashtagged it with Free Palestine. See, right there, Free Palestine, and it immediately got throttled, and I could tell it was going to get no views. So I reposted it with no hashtag. And about 12 hours later, no hashtags equals almost 500,000 views, and Free Palestine hashtags, 23,000 views. And despite the overt censorship of pro-Palestinian content on TikTok, Palestinian support hashtags are the most viewed of all hashtags, and Israel support hashtags are non-existent because we all see what's going on. Because there's two claims the lawmakers are making. They're claiming that China can suppress anti-China content through suppressing hashtags, for example, and they're claiming they can spy on you and get your data. Problem is, I recently made an anti-China video using all the anti-China hashtags. Tiananmen Square, Uyghur Muslims, I talked all about it. I showed footage of Tiananmen Square. We're at almost 600,000 views. No suppression. Then my homie James Lee, who's a gangster, who you should follow, he charted out how much money all the Congress people are taking from AIPAC, from Israel lobby money, and it's so much money. And then he plotted out on a graph to show the people that are receiving more money, see x-axis is more Israel money, means you're more likely to have voted yes on the bill. And the people that voted no, they all took far less money from Israel lobbies. Oh, and real quick, the claim about them harvesting your data, like, you clearly don't understand the nature of cyber warfare today, and you should read this book, do a little research. China's in all of our shit anyways. They can have all of our data whether you outlaw an app or not, and like, who the fuck cares? Like, what are they going to do? Force me to buy a knockoff product on Amazon? Like, China's not going to target U.S. citizens with our data. Like, you're going to send me anti-government propaganda to subvert our American democracy? Like, no need. I'll make that content myself for you. See, government, the problem is when you have a country where freedom of speech is literally the First Amendment of your Constitution, your own citizens are allowed to make anti-government content when you suck ass at your job. And Israel really does not like when we do our freedom of speech thing. And so they have paid everyone off and have come up with a scapegoat for national security to try to take TikTok away before the election. But trust me, everyone sees what's going on, and it's only going to increase the sentiment. It's only going to take more votes away from your guy Joe, and it's only going to strengthen Palestinian resistance. That's the thing about resistance. The more you oppress, the stronger resistance gets. So anyone that's still telling you that this bill is about China is really uninformed. Obviously not on TikTok. Anyone that's saying the bill is about them being able to ban any app they want is kind of missing the plot. Like, sure, maybe they could, but that's not why they're bringing it now on such a fast timeline. It's because our boy Izzy is in a real pickle and they need to do something quick and before the election. And the gloves are off. Y'all are coming for our free speech. Y'all are coming for our platforms where we talk and we share information. Like, TikTok is not an app for videos of dancing kids. TikTok is an app for journalism. Most of TikTok is talking head videos like this of people sharing information, and that is why it is dangerous to them. If you're not on TikTok, I guarantee you, you have no idea what you're talking about because it is not what you've been told and it is not what you think it is. The reason why they want to ban TikTok is because things like this spread really fast. I'm going to leave you with this clip from the director of the ADL. What we're seeing right now is the product of them putting all their energy towards this problem fast.